be nice to take a summer vacation this summer. Wouldn't it even be better if it was free? Well, you can do it. It may sound impossible, but Scott Ford, who calls himself a free-quent flyer, has figured out just how to do that. Scott travels the world using airline vouchers, miles, and statistics, and he documents his journeys on his website, packabagandgo.com. He joins us now for our Hot Sauce segment. Let's get right to it, because I have so many questions to ask you. I love traveling. We were just talking about so many things. You, first of all, how did you get started?
I bought a ticket in January of 2011. It was to Honolulu. My Honolulu flight was full. The airline needed volunteers to get off the plane in exchange for a travel voucher.
Around the world, or was it a
travel
limited?
voucher? The travel voucher can be used anywhere in the world, correct. Yeah, vouchers can be used anywhere in the world.
Did you plan that out when you bought your ticket initially?
I did, because I wanted to see the world, and I wanted to see the world for free. Vacations are expensive, but vacations can also be affordable and enjoyable.
How did you even think, though, that you could do this?
I had to get creative. I had a lot of free time, and I was really good looking at seat maps with the airline and looking, with one airline and sticking to one airline, and it worked with Delta Airlines.
Is there a particular airline that you use more so than others?
Only Delta. It's important to establish a frequent flyer loyalty program with one company. I don't believe mixing miles with different carriers will work, and in this situation, it worked for me with one carrier.
Are you a Diamond member?
I am Diamond.
So you had to travel a lot, though, by paying for tickets before to get a Diamond.
I did. 200,000 miles a year I average flying with Delta Airlines.
This is before you traveled free?
Before I traveled for free, it was about 160,000 miles, and then when I traveled for free, it was over 200,000 miles.
If you're not a Diamond status or a high-level member of their clubs, can you still do this?
I believe if you don't have frequent flyer status, it could be more difficult. If you have frequent flyer status, it's sort of a protection. It's almost like insurance.
Okay, now you did 52 free vacations in 52 weeks.
I did.
To nearly 400 cities worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah, going from Tokyo to Honolulu to San Jose, Costa Rica, Mexico City, San Juan, Puerto Rico,
Where's that?
Venice, Italy. That's first class going to Tokyo, or coming from Tokyo. That's the Tokyo train station, Shinjuku. That's the Tokyo Narita Airport.
Okay, you got to tell me, how much did you actually pay, do you think, average for this 52 weeks?
$0.00.
Come on.
I did, yeah. From what I spent on tickets to the reverse and vouchers I earned, it was $0.00 because I paid $0 for hotels worldwide. I used miles. I live on airline miles for hotels.
How often do you travel these days?
Now it's about once a month, but in this project it was almost every week. It was simply almost every week, every 7 days.
Okay, I was just asking you, are you staying the week, going to see Nick Wallenda? And you said no, I'm flying back to Portland. When?
Tonight at 3 o'clock, and I purposely want to get stuck in Atlanta and then fly up to Minneapolis to another hub city, have dinner at the Mall of America on a voucher from the airline, and then go home tomorrow morning.
And you did this because you know that it's the peak time when you land in Atlanta. Atlanta's the busiest airport in the world.
It is. And crowded airplanes and airports are therapeutic to me, and it gives me goosebumps to be in a plane.
You're giving me goosebumps right now. I'm going with you. So when you're buying your ticket, let's say,
yes.
What do you look for? The seats first?
I look for seat maps online. I will also call into the reservations number, specifically asking to the reservation agent, excuse me, is this flight oversold? Why, yes, it is. Then I know I want to be at the airport and checked in for that flight, because the airline will need a volunteer to get off the plane.
But how do you buy the ticket and be one of those people who are on before?
Folks at home, if you want to buy the cheapest ticket on a plane, it's a T fare. T as in Tom on Delta Airlines. T fares are the cheapest tickets on the planes for Delta.
But if you have to buy it before it's oversold, because otherwise then you can't get on.
You do. If your ticket is $300 and you want to act as a volunteer to get a voucher, negotiate for that voucher to be $400, negotiate for that voucher to be $600, double the price, double your airfare.
So don't accept the first offer.
No, always negotiate.
And do you always travel? What are the peak times to?
Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays I found best for me. Sundays are also hectic. If you want to do this during Thanksgiving week, it's voucher galore.
Buy now.
Buy now. It's vouchers later. Yeah.
What's your next big trip that you think you're going to plan
and
not pay for?
I've calculated a way to do this by rail in Italy. I'm going to do trains next.
You're going to do it with a train
I'm going to do it by
ticket?
Yeah, I'm going to do it on train tickets in Italy.
Do they do that too?
I've calculated a way to do it.
Will you come back for that? Will you take me?
I'll give you the exclusive.
We'll do it. Scott, our frequent flyer, Scott Ford. All these tips. Go to his website, packabagandgo.com.
That's it.
I'm going to go right there afterward, and then we're going to sit down and talk.
Perfect.
You have to give me a half an hour.
Absolutely.
With that, we're going to go to our web producer, Emily Lanahan. Can you believe that, Em? Isn't that great?